Konko Talk. Aloha everyone. Thank you very much for listening to this program. Konko Talk is a program where people in the Konko faith talk about various topics. The thought and opinion we share on this program may differ from yours, but we hope that you will enjoy and learn something new. Perhaps we will learn something new that may affect our thoughts, behaviors, and actions for the better. Our different backgrounds, religions, thoughts, and culture provide the diversity that strengthens our community, just like biodiversity is essential for healthy planet Earth. I'm Koichi Konko from the Konko Mission of Honolulu. Joining me are Aimee and Edna. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Thank you very much. Today we have a guest. He's one of our hope in Konko community. He's newly appointed head minister of Konko Mission of Hilo. He moved to Hilo Big Island last December, and he became head minister of the Konko Mission of Hilo in January. And I'm so excited that we have him today. Hello, Reverend Yoki Sekiguchi. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you for inviting me to today's meeting. My name is Yoki John Sekiguchi, born, raised in Honolulu, and grew up in Japan from 7 to 20. And I came back to Hawaii when I was 21. And now I do goyo at the Konko Mission of Hilo. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you. So I'm pretty sure everybody want to ask him because he's very new of not only Konko missions in Hawaii, but actually he started to practice Konko faith like 2020-ish. I met him probably 2019 in Hawaii. He came to Hilo Church with his friend Reverend K. Kunito. He used to be the staff member of Konkoki Hawaii Center, but after his term over, he decided to continue to live in Hawaii for a while with family. So he got job in Big Island, and he met Yoki-kun at the time.
Yes.
And a good friend, Reverend Kunito, when he visited the Oahu, he visited the Hilo Church here. And at the time, he introduced Yoki to me. Remember the first time you visited the Hilo Church?
Yes, of course I remember. And I think I was 24 or 25 at the time. So it was like 2017 or 16 or around there. And,
Okay, yeah, I have a record here. It's 18, not 19, but 18. I mean, probably before that because Stephen and Kunito and you came together and stayed at Hilo Church in December 2018. But maybe you came before that to
yeah,
see.
I think I came before than 2018. Yes, I remember at the time.
So I know Edna Sensei and Aimee have questions to him. I think we can ask Sekiguchi Sensei. Please talk about yourself a little bit more. Introduce yourself, more detail.
Okay. So as I said like 5 minutes ago, I was born, raised in Honolulu, but grew up in Japan. But I always feel like my soul and heart is in Hawaii. So I decided to come back to Hawaii when I was 21. And I started living in Honolulu from 2014. And first 3 years I have spent in Waikiki working at hotels, but decided to move to Big Island when I was 24. And at the time I met Kunito Sensei, which is head minister of Konko Hilo Church in Japan, Osaka. And he advised me, he helped me, he take care of me when I moved to Big Island. He was really nice and really start to respecting him from that point. And later on, I realized that he's the minister, sensei of Konko Kyo. And I was non-believer at the time. I was not belonging to any kind of religion at the time. But Kunito Sensei really helped me for many ways. So I was like, oh, this person is different. Not a regular person, normal person. And the differences between him and other people is the faith, I think. At the time, to be honest, I didn't have a driver license. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a car. I only have a moped, and I was driving moped during the rain time, cloudy day, sunny day at Kona. So many people was not laughing, but it's like, oh, that boy only have moped and no money. But Kunito sensei always teaching me how to drive the car, bring me to the restaurant and eat sushi, and he really take care of me really nice. I think at the time some people didn't like me because I don't have a driver license and I was young. But Kunito sensei helped me. He was like my mentor. And at the time also I had a problem with my mother. We didn't have a good relationship since I was in Japan. So I was not keep touching to both of my parents for many years. And I always didn't feel good for that. And my life, moped, no money, bad relationship with my parents, give me a stress a lot. So Kunito sensei suggests me that Yoki, I know you're a non-believer, but if you have a problem, you can ask at Honolulu Konko Church. There's a place that called Okekkai, and many people go over there and confess their nangi or like any kind of problem and ask to Kami-sama, and you can get blessed after that, he said. So I was like, I was not any kind of religion believer, but Kunito sensei helped me, so I trust him. So we went together Honolulu, and we went together Honolulu Church, Konko Honolulu Church. And at the time I met Koichi sensei, and I confessed everything of my feeling, relationship with my parents. That was my first Toritsugi when I was 25 or 6. I think pretty much 25. And what Koichi sensei told me was, don't think that you live by yourself. You are allowed to live by Kami-sama. And I didn't have that point of view, so that phrase always stuck in my mind since I finished Okekkai, Toritsugi. And I was start thinking, what is I'm allowed to live? So that means Kami-sama is allow me to live in this earth. So that means I should think one more time. What was my life? What I did in Japan? What was the bad point and what was the good point? So that phrase really saved my heart. So that's how I met Konko. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. That's pretty amazing to me how you met Konko and how you continue to practice. I'm raising Konko, so I have faith always, knowingly or unknowingly, parents or family members. Even though I thought I'm not Konko, I actively involved with Konko activity after I graduated high school. Before high school, or I attend the church services, but I don't like it, so I just play outside of the church. So it's very interesting to me how you enter the Konko faith.
Yeah, it's an incredible story. I didn't realize that your faith story began so recently. I thought it was a little more years of faith practice. What gave you, I understand Kunito sensei had a very large part in kind of raising your faith practice, your beliefs. But it takes something very special in someone to commit to being a minister. That's a whole different lifestyle. And let alone being head minister of Hilo Church, a very special place. It's not Honolulu, it's not where you were born and raised. Very different. I would like to hear what brought you to that point.
So first, I wanted to think one more time about my life and how should I live. So at the time, I was nangi at the time, suffering from my history, my mind. So I feel like I need to practice, rebuild my identity one more time. So that's the first point I decided to go gakuin, because I didn't have the faith and I didn't have point that I was allowed to live. So I feel like I could practice a faith at gakuin, at Konko. So that was the first point I joined to Konko. And most biggest part was Kunito Sensei helped me, so I want to give back. That I really appreciate it, and the way Kunito Sensei think, the mind he has, the faith he has, I really liked it. Recently, there's not many people is not that it's dry. I mean, people try not to have a close communication, or people try not to help the person who is suffering. They just take care of themselves and just like cut it off the people or something like that. Kunito Sensei didn't. It was totally opposite person. He helped me. I was a poor young guy, and he also helped save me. I feel like I get saved by Kunito Sensei. So that's why he said, if you really want to change your life, you have to change yourself. And change yourself is, in Konko Kyo way, cultivate your faith and cultivate your daily life. That's how you can save by yourself, and you can get a blessing from Kami-sama. So at the time, I didn't believe Kami-sama. I didn't like think about my life seriously, but I wanted to change. So I went to Gakuin, and to be honest, I didn't expect to become a head minister of Hilo like this fast. Like, I was thinking maybe in late 30 or 40, I could become a head minister of Hilo. But yeah, I didn't. It was surprising. I'm also surprising, because first I asked the member of Hilo Church, like, I'm too young, just joined Konko Kyo when I was 28. I went to Gakuin at 28 and just graduate over there. I'm too young. I don't know anything. So I suggest Koichi Sensei could be the head minister, and I can do a goyo under him for years. And after that, maybe I could become head minister. Yoshi Sensei passed away last year, and I still say I suggest Koichi Sensei for the head minister, and I will just do a Kyokai Goyo for years. And after 40, maybe I can become a head minister. But everybody, a member of Hilo Church, they say they want me to become a head minister. So I was still confusing, but I thought this is the destiny, so I accept to become a head minister. So that's the point. I become the head minister of Konko Mission of Hilo. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experiences and all these stories. It's really, really fascinating how you're able to dive right into the faith, because people are cautious, and Konko Kyo is not well known throughout the world. So people may put one foot in, katashi o ireru, one foot into Konko Kyo and the other foot exploring other religions, but you just dived right in, and I can really see all the blessings that you have been receiving. And is it true now that you have reconnected back with your family, your parents? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about that. Yeah.
The story reconnecting is definitely a blessing, because right after I went to the Okekai, in 3 months or something like that, I was talking to my little brother. So I thought I'm talking to only my little brother. So because me and my little brother is a good friend, we never fight. We always stay in touch, even I'm not talking to my parents. But what he did at the time is he passed the phone to my mom.
Wow.
And that was a surprise. I didn't expect, and my mother didn't expect that too.
Oh.
And my mom said, "Hello, who is this?" And I said, "This is Yoki." And we start talking again. And she say, like, "How are you doing?" And say, "I'm doing good. Now I'm in a big island." And my mom said, "We are not connected for years, but you never came back to Japan. You never asked money to us, anything. You never make a trouble. You're doing good," she said. That she was surprising.
Yeah, wow.
And she thought like I make a trouble or I asked them the money or something like that. But I didn't do any kind of thing, something like that.
Yeah.
So my mom said, "You're doing good. You get independent than before. So now you can come back to the house."
Wow.
So that's the story of reconnection.
Oh, that's good. Do you still keep in touch from time to time? Yeah, your family.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah, I'm sure they're all wondering how you're doing.
I'd like to explain our point of view regarding Hilo Church there are a couple of churches in Hawaii, like Oahu, 3 churches in Oahu, and Maui, and also Hawaii Island, we call Big Island, and all different islands. And Yoki Sensei mentioned Yoshie Sensei is the previous head minister, Reverend Yoshie, passed away last year at age 94. She took over the church as a head minister after her husband passed away during COVID. In 2020, he passed away. And they don't have any children, they have any successors. They're looking for the successor for a long time who can speak English and who is young, but it's not easy. Before your sister passed away, health condition getting worse, but she was still sharp. And then over a sudden, the Yoki Sensei appeared, who can speak English, who is young, who was born in Hawaii. So he has citizenship, so we don't need to worry about the visa, getting a visa. So that was a blessing. Wow, there's nobody who take care of church, Hilo Church, if Reverend Yoshie gone, passed away. So we worried, concerned, the hard time. They pray for a long time, for many years, and it still sound like Kami-sama didn't answer their prayer, but actually Kami-sama did. Reverend Yoki came perfect successor, and he was able to see Reverend Yoshie, and so she was very happy. And, we never expected she passed away last year, but she passed away. But I'm glad that Reverend Yoki and his mother were able to see Reverend Yoshie at the church, Hilo Church, last year, beginning of last year. Any questions?
Oh, yeah. So how is it right now? I mean, it's been about 3 months since you've been at the Hilo Church. How is everything going?
I feel every single day I get a huge blessing from Kami-sama and from Yoshie Sensei.
Wow.
This is not my power. I feel Yoshie Sensei is pushing me.
Hey, can you elaborate? I want to know more about this. Like what kinds of why do you feel it's Yoshie Sensei?
It's like not a logic but feeling that, but everything is so smooth. Like the service, every time I try to serve, I always feel big pressure because I never did by myself, but everybody satisfied the way I do, and machigaenai. I don't make a mistake, and I feel comfortable every time I do a service. So this is definitely, I get protected by Yoshie Sensei, and the member of Hilo Church people is very nice, and the people who support me at my daily life, they're really nice. I get surrounded by all good people, and I can practice the faith at church. Every time I clean the church, every time I do the service, I feel more comfortable. So this warm feeling, I feel it's a blessing from Yoshie Sensei and Kami-sama.
Wow. Right, and that's really amazing that you can feel that it's Yoshie Sensei and Kami-sama's okage.
Because first I thought it was motto taihen toka. I was expecting that, but nothing. そういうこと何にも起こらない。全部
Oh, that's good.
It's like I feel a little bit scary. It's too smooth. So I was like, 本当に俺とすいませんってこんな僕小さいのでヘルプしてもらってすいませんっていう I have both feeling for that. And also the work.
Yeah.
I thought I'm gonna do the construction work or something like that.
Oh.
So the work was the big issue for me and for the church of the people. Okay, new minister sensei kimashita, but he doesn't have work. What's he's gonna do? He doesn't have an insurance. He doesn't have a car. Something like that. それもプライベートも blessing. Work, now I have car, now I have insurance. I didn't expect this for this 3 months.
Wow, it's like tonton byoshi de okage. Like the blessings are just coming one after another. I can just see that.
びっくりしてるっていうのが今の感想。Like ちょっと too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Nah, it's never too much. You always just say arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing your goyo, and Kami-sama will continue to bless you.
Yeah, the fact that everything is going so smoothly for you definitely is proof that Kami-sama endorses your being here.
To be honest, what I feel right now is 神様 prove me, but I don't have that much strong confidence. 本当に僕でいいのかな I'm young. まだそんな not cultivate enough とか、前よりは compared to my past, I think my mental, mind, everything get enriched by Konko faith. I'm still not a head minister level, even not a minister level. I'm such a まだまだちっちゃい人間。なんか I feel like ちょっとごめんなさいみたいな。まだ感謝をしてるけど、もっと faith を cultivate しないととか。
Naturally, and that again, though, I feel is proof that you belong there.
Pressure もうちょっとある。
Yeah, of course. I mean, and I get a little emotional when I say that because it feels very, I can feel the blessings in that. Sorry, this happens often in the Konko Talk podcast. I cry for no reason. But no, I think I think what is important, I guess what I'm saying is you may not feel like you're worthy, but the fact that you are here and that everything is going smoothly and that the people in Hilo have accepted you, we all see your value and we are all very happy and hopeful that you're here and we look forward to what you can do more here. It's very exciting that you're here. So please don't feel that you're not good enough. But again, like to me, I think that is proof that you belong here. Like someone who is super confident and becomes arrogant does not belong in your position. So honestly, I feel relieved hearing that you kind of have this mindset. I think a lot of people didn't know where you came from. You kind of did appear out of nowhere and came here and took on this position. Yet you kind of just fit in really well. So I think you can take that and find comfort in that. I think you're doing a great job out there and you're giving a lot of people hope in what you're doing. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for accepting me. And I also want to say thank you for everything that people support me. And yeah, I'm still surprising, but I wish I could make this feeling to blessing in someday. まだ自信ないけど、もっと時間かけて in future, I wish I can become more ちゃんとした先生とか、もうちゃんともっと contribute to Konko Hilo Church, Konko Kyo in Hawaii, and serve for people, serve for. That's the thing I wish I could do in future. ここまでよくしてくれる猿なら I want to do the same thing to other people and to Hilo Church so that I could cultivate my faith, help other people. I love Hawaii. I can stay in Hawaii. で、そういう意味でも全然こう油断してないというか each step I go, I feel like ちゃんと考えながら
Thank you. Yeah, just like Aimee said that your mindset is very humble. And really, the minute we start to get arrogant, it's like, think of bang! Get whacked. But, I think you're on the right track. Really glad that you did come for the Hilo Church. Thank you so much. You seem like the perfect person that had come. Yeah, and of course, no one really has confidence in the beginning. And that's going to start building up slowly in a good way, not in like an arrogant way. And I hope. Like for the last Konko talk, we talked about braces, the teeth and the braces for crooked teeth. So we're like Shinjing to have faith is like putting on braces where our crooked teeth will not get straightened overnight. It takes months, years, and eventually our crooked teeth will become straight with the braces. So just same like Shinjing for the faith. If we keep practicing faith daily and diligently without slacking off, without getting arrogant, and just take it one day at a time with gratitude, then I feel like our faith is going to slowly start to straighten out for us. Our crooked ways of living is going to straighten out, and really the path will be so clear and things will start going really nicely for us, and life will become more smooth. Totonou. Totonou. My mom always says it's like the cogs of the wheel will start to bite correctly instead of getting karamawari. Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you for sharing that, Yoki sensei.
I believe sometimes Kami-sama give us not only blessing, like hardships for us. It's like a guidance for us to go to the right direction for our future. And then I heard Yoki sensei the story after, right before enter the Konko phase. He have a lot of problems, struggling, and I think that's kind of guide from Kami-sama for him. So Yoki sensei, could you talk about struggling after you quit your job in the Big Island? You're supposed to have a job in Oahu, if you don't mind.
So I will talk the differences between before I went Konko or after. Before I met Konko and after. What's the differences is the point of view that the Kami-sama is watching or not が一番大きい. I thought before I joined Konko I live by myself と思ってました. Everything is all responsibility and everything is 自分. So the self-centered mind and 全部自分でコントロールして自分で判断して自分の力で生きてると思ってた。だからappreciateとかもそんななかったし、その嫌なことがあったらカットオフして感謝じゃなくてもう全部次にどんどん行って全然こう気持ちのいい考え方じゃなかった。いつも頭疲れてるような感じ。コネクションもないし、It's not warm mind, very cold mind. で、そういう人が今いっぱい多いと思う。日本もそういう感じになってるし。で、それが日々みんな疲れてる。Not warm connection, they always have bad mind. で、そのマウイ行った時とかも、もう自分の力でもうなんとかやるって言ったけど、そのさっきのエドナー先生の空回り、タイヤの。It's exactly what I was before I met Konko. 頑張ってるけど空回り and use extra oil, extra engine でもう疲れちゃう car が get damaged でも自分で頑張んないとでプレッシャー自分に押し付けすぎちゃうだからもっと疲れちゃうだけど I trust 神様 after I went お結界神様が生かしてくださるならもっと神様にas mind It's not me only I feel in the back神様 support me and even not only 神様 I feel 吉江先生my grandpa, grandma とか多くの人たちの気持ちとかそれがおかげだったんだってもっとこうそれのことに対して今はなんか嫌なこととかもう一回深く考えてどういうふうに神様がどういうふうに僕にしてほしいんだろうとかこれは神様からのブレッシングなのかなテストなでテストも僕は神様からのブレッシングだだから嫌なことにも絶対嫌なことは正直大好きですってなれない嫌なことは嫌なことなんずっと keep angry じゃん最初はちょっと angry その後は相手に対しても自分に対しても warm heart とかでいるもう一回自分が間違ってなかった Now I feel like I have a brake 前はもう車とアクセルしかI keep pushing axle no brake keep running get tired 今はブレイクしてちゃんと止まって考えるっていうことができるようになったからすごい頭も疲れない心が温かい週もまたヒロに帰ってありがとうございます前だったらヒロ帰ってくるのが思います
すごい I mean your understanding is so spot on and how you're able to come to that mindset so fast in your faith practices is so amazing I'm so amazed yeah People, we take for granted the simple things. Driving to work, coming back safely. We think that's like, of course we're going to do that. And we think that we're going to go to work, we're going to come back, we're going to go to work the next day, and it's going to repeat itself. Like Yoki Sensei just mentioned, it's not atarimai. It's something that we shouldn't take for granted. When he arrives home, he is really thankful to Kami-sama that he did arrive home safely, that he did have a good day at work, and it's those simple things that are really not simple if you think about it. It's all within tremendous amounts of blessings in every moment of our lives. Like even just blinking of our eyes, moving of our hands and fingers, and taking a breath. They all require such big blessings from Kami-sama. So when we realize that and we can be thankful, then our faith really has stepped up a bit. Yeah.
That's why I want to cultivate my faith more,
Mm-hmm.
because I have plenty blessing. That's why I want to give back to 神様 and people. だけど、ちょっとまだまだレベルが足りないなってことを自覚して、ちょっともっと教会活動とかデイリープラクティスとかもっとダイブしたいなって思ってます。したらもっと僕だけじゃなくて周りの人にもブレッシングが僕の理想的でちょっとデイリートレーニングをもっとしない。
素晴らしい。That's really wonderful. Yoki says, I wanted for you to share that one story that you shared with me one time during the Honolulu Church Onorai Fellowship lunch. I remember you sharing about your brother who watched you get into the faith, and because you received blessings, he decided to start his own spiritual practice by going to the Ohaka, the graves. Can you share that story? I really love that story.
My brother was the same person like me. He didn't believe Kami-sama. He didn't believe religion. But I get blessed that I'm now in Hawaii, and he feels something. Oh, something is happening to my big brother, and it's beyond the human understanding. And my brother had a bad depression when he was in college, so he didn't go outside for more than 1 year. So he was very sensitive, very smart guy, but very sensitive, and he was tired living in Tokyo at that time too. And when I look him, the impression was very bad. He doesn't smile, he looks angry, he have a long hair like here, eye のとこまで伸ばして、sometimes 警察の人とかにも Are you okay? とか言われちゃう。だから僕は怒ったの。春樹運動してもっと笑ってほしい。ちゃんと気持ちを込めて愛情を込めて、そのインスピレーションはすごい人を不安にさせちゃう。お前は出てほしい、運動してほしい、もうそれだけ俺はお願い。もうお金いくら稼ぐとかお願いだからもっと聞いてくれて。 He started running and he cut his hair and he was smart, so he started to learn programming, and now he get independent by himself and earn money, and he bought a bike. He's driving a bike, and そこから顔がすごい表情良くなっていっぱい褒めた。よくここまで頑張ったねって言って。で、at the time, from the point he bought the bike, he started going to the Ohaka grave and start to pray to our ancestors. おじいちゃんおばあちゃんとか、その he start praying for himself, praying for me, praying for family. したら彼にもプログラムのお仕事いっぱい来て、お金も入ってきて、でお兄ちゃんがそういう風に言ってくれたから僕も部屋から出れたとか、デプレッションも良くなったって言ったから、religion もその僕はまだ詳しくないけど、なんかパワーがあるんだろう なのかもねって。 He start understanding. He also receiving a blessing. So that's how I believe.
That is so inspirational. That gives a lot of hope to people. Yeah. Really appreciate you sharing that story again. And when you said bike, does it like bicycle or is it like a motorcycle?
It's a motorcycle, and that makes me very 不安だからシールを買って弟に。で、I pray for that strongly. で、そのシールを絶対貼って、say, if you make an accident, I'm not gonna talk to you ever again.
What kind of seal was it? What kind of seal?
交通安全って。I pray strongly and 買って。Every time you ride a bike, remember, いつも思い出して。で、もう事故絶対許さない。だから、あとバイクにも感謝して。Every time
that's really good.
And I always touch his bike when he come back home and say thank you for driving my brother safe. But yeah, it sounds risky riding a bike, but he get blessing. He start going Ohaka. それはもうリスクよりもお願いします。もっと春樹をいいとこに運んでくださいっていう風に念じてます。
Wow. How often does he go to Ohaka Mighty?
He go really often. もうしょっちゅう。
And then you said it takes how long again? One way?
1 hour?
1 hour. Yeah, that's incredible. So it's like a 2-hour round trip to go to see the graves of his ancestors. So, wow. Wow, that's a lot of dedication. Yeah, and sincerity.
Yes.
弟も何か大きい力を
すごいね。
I think his Yoki sensei's ancestor would be happy. Maybe his ancestor and the founding minister of Hilo Church could be friends over there.
Wow, I'm getting goosebumps here. That's amazing. Oh.
だからちょっとどっかでもしかしたら僕のおばあちゃんとかと西田先生とか松山先生とかどっかで接触があったのかもしれない。
Yeah, I think so.
すごいね。
At least they know each other. But thank you very much. I'm glad that we had Yoki sensei today and listen to his story. But it's time to wrap up. I hope you enjoyed today's story, Yoki sensei's story. But thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you to Aimee and Edna and also Yoki sensei. We truly appreciate your time and support, and we hope you enjoy our conversation as much as we did. Remember to subscribe to our podcast, YouTube, so you never miss an episode, and please share it with your friends and family. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to reach out to us via email konkotalk@gmail.com. Until next time, take care and stay curious. This is Koichi Konko Talk. また会いましょう。Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.